Welcome back to More Than Meets the Eye.
We are alive and in person
In
today.
person
What is
for the
this
first
life? I know,
time.
literally. I'm stoked. It is so good to be like staring at
I know.
you.
Staring at each other, having eye
Literally
contact.
human connection, because that is truly what this life is about.
Oh my gosh, unfortunately, we haven't seen each other in person for like 2 years, pretty
Isn't
much.
that the saddest thing ever since LashCon?
Mm-hmm.
And can we just say that so much has happened
Yeah.
since?
Yeah. But what is important is we have stayed in touch and stayed close. Even long distance, it is possible to have a long distance bestie.
Oh,
And yeah, so I'm visiting Miss Val in Tampa, Florida,
yes.
all the way from Charleston.
And it really couldn't have been at a better time because life has been lifing over here. And I
Yeah.
just feel like sometimes you really do need your besties that bring you back to this is the point.
And we haven't been the best at being consistent with our podcast because of so much life.
Because life. And
But
I just appreciate that so much because having a business and being a mom and just life being life, it's wild. And we have completely different
yeah,
lifestyles.
so it's fun to we still relate on so much
Yeah.
too. And that's why we just love talking and yapping and having this little podcast. Today is going to be a short and sweet one.
But necessary.
We are reporting live on a current Lash event. If you have been on social media within the last few days, things have blown up over the Lash event controversy.
I mean, truthfully, it's been a long time coming to me personally.
Yeah. I mean, not to say we told you so.
We've been saying this since 2 years ago. That's kind of the vibe that
Yeah.
we walked away from that last event.
Yeah.
Is nice though to see that everyone's kind of having these conversations
Yeah.
because they're necessary.
And we've been having them behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We were having them at these Lash events at the end of the day with our Lash besties. We just lost the plot. We lost the plot as a whole, as an industry. And that was literally years ago, like 2 years ago, our last Lash event. So the fact that it's just now resurfacing
It's crazy, actually.
So if you don't know what's been happening, I mean, we didn't know what was happening
We're like, wait,
until
what?
2 days ago because we barely go on Instagram.
Yeah.
And so we went on and just video after video after video, stitching Lash-based Jamie's video about canceled Lash events. People aren't buying tickets. They aren't going to Lash events. They're trying to resell their tickets, right? He was just kind of a why is this happening? What's going on? Why are people not caring?
Right.
The comments and the stitches, people had a lot to say.
So much
to say, which I just have not seen a topic like this go viral this much, this fast, and people stitching and making their own videos. I have not seen a viral topic like this in a while.
Yeah, especially because the general consensus was about the same. Everyone was saying the same things in a different way. And I feel like that was refreshing, to be completely honest, because we're all feeling it. We've all felt it.
Yeah.
And I also think it should be said that the loudest voices in the room aren't always representing all the voices in the room. And I feel like we are finally our communities don't feel like they used to. Everything about social media has kind of taken over and nothing feels normal anymore.
Everything feels fake right now and everyone's feeling it. And which we want to do an episode in itself, why everything feels fake right now, including about social media, influencers, all of that jazz. But this episode is just going to be, are Lash events canceled?
Yeah.
Are they canceled? So we're reporting live. We went through all of the comments, all of the videos, so you don't have to. So we're going to be sharing everybody's thoughts and opinions and sharing a little bit about our own thoughts and opinions too. So yeah, like you were saying, everyone is fed up. They're saying the Lash events are redundant, recycled information, an MLM, a pyramid scheme. They are just trying to sell you something. You're paying so much money on the hotels, the flights, the event, the tickets just to be sold to. I saw this comment. It said, you're paying $900 to $1,000 to walk around, see the same lashes, the same tweezers with a different logo on them.
Ooh.
And isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
We have seen behind the scenes of product brands coming up, and they're the same stuff. They're coming from the same supplier with just a different logo. Like, let's just say it how it is.
Yeah.
Like, do we need 87 different brands using basically the same products?
Yeah. Not really.
Producing the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
There are not many ways to reinvent what we do. I
yeah.
mean, I think UV, we were talking earlier,
Yeah.
is probably like the most innovative
Yeah.
changes that have happened to the industry. And maybe you have a difference of opinions, and we would love to hear them. Actually, if I'm going to go to a lash event, chances are I'm still going to go to the brand in the booth that I always use, get that little lash event discount, and
That little.
that
It doesn't
little,
sound
right?
little.
That little lash event discount. And education is really what I thought these events were about. But
I mean, we've definitely had our fair share of attending these events. Have we left knowing more? No, not really.
not really.
We've went to the classes. We've
Yeah,
signed up to
we
the classes
did.
we've been. We went to it was like financial classes and
Deep side.
yeah, we sit there, we take notes, we ask questions, and what do we really leave with? We leave with regurgitated Instagram reel captions. Like, it's not actual, tangible financial education. Like, I would love to sign up and get financial and business education from these multi-million-dollar
Right.
entrepreneurs.
Whoever he was, I really don't even
Yeah.
remember. That's how little I feel like. And also, I mean, to me, because if we're talking about the same class
Yeah.
or the same, why were we talking about his wife's purses?
Yeah. He was just literally bragging to us how much money he makes, how much money he has. He was trying to,
Like, sell us on a dream.
yes, yeah, and not actually teach us how to go there.
Right.
And then we go to his booth after. Val was there. Multiple people were there. They saw what happened. I genuinely thought he had like something to give because I was agreeing with his profit. I just love the money side of business and profit versus expenses and how to increase your profit and simplify and make everything efficient. So I went up to him after, asked him questions, and he didn't give me any answers to any of the questions I was asking. He redirected me to his coaching, like mentorship, and wanted me to sign up for that.
Yeah.
And I was sharing about like how, oh, I do coaching too. Like literally just ignoring.
Right. He's like, okay,
Could not care less
Yeah.
about giving me the time of day. And it was just a very icky experience with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
then the classes that we did want to take, which, you know what, like, I just feel like when it comes to a conference, if you have something that's trending, make it a main stage. If you're really making it about our industry and about everyone having access to, like, hey, I'm going to go to this event and spend $3,000, let's say, flight, stays, buying food, like all the things, talk to us.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like the colored lash girl. I don't remember what, like, she was doing all these like funky colored sets, and it was like trending hard, like in the industry. And they put her in this little room. And it was like
no chairs.
You know, and it's like, if these events are about education and us leaving with like a pocket full of tools that we did not come here with, why is that not a conversation? And also, guys, I came from the hair industry before I did lashes. And so I was telling Jasmine, a hair show and a lash event are so different. I mean, you show up in your tennis shoes. You're there because you're walking around, you're attending classes. Comfort is just really your main, you know, you have like your water, you eat lunch maybe, but your schedule is filled with education because that's what you know you're going there for. And maybe one day
are there
for shopping.
like the same like amount of vendor booths?
Oh, there's a ton of vendors.
Okay.
Like a ton. Everything that you can think of, from like it was like the tinsel that you would put in your hair to like the feathers to like actual hair tools to literally everything. But it's like you knew the booths were there, but everybody was in a class. The vibe is completely different, and I don't really know like how or where we even need to start in our industry to change that, because I feel like it's become like, what brand do you work with? And where are we all meeting for dinner and to celebrate our
pictures, photo booths, dressing up, taking pictures with you know, a lash influencer, and once upon a time, we were considered the lash influencer.
That was us.
Once upon a time. Definitely not now.
And you know what? And I don't want to say that there's not a space for that, because there absolutely should be. Like, I feel like so much connect. Like we are friends because of our brand partnership.
Yeah.
That's how we met. Like, that's how this happened. And I feel like there should be space for that. You know what I mean? But that shouldn't be like the whole.
Yeah. We kind of, it's funny because like we like went through this like metamorphosis where like our top goals were like brand partnerships, influencer followers, likes, reach, you know?
Yeah.
That was our metric of success. So like we were in it.
Also, I feel like that is kind of when that was brought to our attention, because also we were told at that event, that first one, that we are not, but the clickiness of it was
basically, these are a few of the quotes of what people said to our group. Just because we had like friends in a group and we were staying at an Airbnb.
And we were all, for the most part, with one brand.
We were. People were scared to talk to us. This is what they told us. They're scared to talk to us. They were nervous. They were like, wait, you guys are like real people, when they would talk to us. It was crazy. We're like, yeah, like we're literally just so normal.
Yeah.
What were you expecting? They were like, you know, telling us they love us and they love our content. And I guess we were just like not ready for that. We didn't know that was the perception of us. We truly didn't. We thought we were just posting cute little videos on Instagram.
Because really, at the end of the day, our goal in that season of our careers was to be featured on our brand's page. Like, that was all of our like goals, or for UGC like collaborations. Like, all of us were just trying to just be the brand, like, and like just become it. Like, we were just throwing ourselves at being chosen, I guess.
We thought that was like, oh, you made it.
Right. And like, you end up on the feed, girl.
And then really behind the scenes of what that is hustling, working a long ass day. And then at the end of that day, editing, posting, you have posting requirements, you know, filming content, doing voiceovers. It's literally just more work. You're just signing up to have more work. Is that fun? Like, is that fine?
Right.
No, it looks like it's so glamorized, this like hustle.
It is.
And now all of a sudden, that's why so we just went through this whole metamorphosis of like going through that cycle and then deconstructing it. Like at the end of that first Lash event, we were like, we don't like this. Like, this feels weird. We're meeting these people that we like have these professional relationships with, and they're actually not the same in person as they are online or in DMs. And it just felt like weird just having to be on and like present ourselves a certain way because we showed up online a certain way, but we're showing up online like pristine, professional, polished, because that's like, you know, that's what you want your business to come across as. But then like, you know, you have a business side to you and a personal side to you. And so it's just different. And then we started to deconstruct if that's what we really want.
We started to deconstruct. Let me preface, because that was not what was happening in the industry at the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was also like where our relationship even started, was because it was like, does this feel like, this just doesn't feel like good.
Yeah. And it was funny because like we were on the in crowd, but then we didn't want to be on the in crowd.
We're like, this feels very surface. Like, everyone's faking. And this is real, guys. Like, everyone during the day, we're like yapping, just everyone, just drinking, like having a good time throughout the day, partied all night. At the end of the night, maybe like 3 out of, if there was like 5 of us, probably half of us were crying at the end of the night, because you can't maintain that. If that is not your real life,
it's so overwhelming.
It's extremely overwhelming. And that was when you and I were like, what the flip is actually going on? Because this is weird.
All these people you look up to and look like they have a perfect life online, all these influencers, they are going through it too. And which is, like
normal.
Like, as you should.
normal, right.
But yeah, it was just odd, like, being judged for either being too perfect or, like, falling apart. Just we were receiving so much judgment from outside people that we literally didn't even know. And them saying it to our faces too, because maybe they were drinking a little bit too much.
The things that people say to your face after a few drinks is actually like, if we have videos, guys, because everything is you know, you go
Yeah,
to
I
those
was
things.
vlogging.
She was vlogging. So, like, I wish I could say, like, we were making this up. I mean, a girl literally, like, rating us based off our profile pictures. What is that even? You know what I
It
mean?
was so odd.
Like, talk about a come to Jesus moment, because it's
And
like,
then people just coming up to either us or like the people that we were with, our friends, like our genuine actual friends, and these random people coming up and like acting like literal fangirls, like we're celebrities and like our friends are
we
celebrities.
are not.
And we're like, it was just so like an
It is
out of
not.
body
Yeah,
experience.
it was.
And yeah, so that is what we thought we were like just experiencing ourselves.
Yeah.
And then fast forward a year or 2 years later, everyone else is feeling like
Yeah.
this, which is so reassuring to us.
Right, because we thought we were, like,
The only ones.
yeah, and that was us experiencing on it from, like, the inside, and
Yeah.
even that felt inauthentic. So,
Yes.
if the outside is finally feeling what we were feeling on the inside of
Yeah.
that, is like, well, thank God, and honestly, it's about time, because it was exhausting, and even for me, it was hard after maybe the first day, it's like, cool, you know, the second day, you're like, "All right, here we go." The third day, no social battery, because I was pretending at that point to even care about what everyone was talking about,
Yeah.
you know, to be honest, but that is what the industry is feeling.
We met some real people there. We made genuine friendships for sure. But like, I mean, that's it. Like we would walk out of classes because we weren't learning anything.
Right.
Like they were literally giving us nothing, like the speakers. So did we learn anything from any of the education courses that we went to? No. Like, so now we weren't even going to go to this Lash event this last one that we went to. And we were like, let's give it another shot. Like everyone's going again. Let's just go. We went, still had pretty much the same experience. So this last year, we just decided to not really do any. Obviously, as you can see, us stepping back from social media and just kind of deconstructing and trying to figure out what actually makes us happy in life, what our true values are, and what place in our lives like our business has. And with all the Lash events and the Lash influencers in the industry, just felt like people place their business above their family, their spouse, their kids. Like that was their value and
Front of
whole
mind.
point in life.
Yeah.
And that's just not where we're at in life, like at all. So yeah, I feel like sharing our story and our like experience too. I really want to stress that you don't have to do all the stuff that everyone else is doing that you see on social media. I strongly encourage people to get off of social media. Use the brick your phone, or if you don't have to have that restraint, just get off your phone and like do your work, make your money that you need to make, but also just live. And you don't need to go to these Lash events or get this amount of followers or get recognition from a brand. You can just like do your job and then go home at the end of the day.
And also, you can be a lash artist. You can be a mom. You can be a daughter, a wife. You can
A
be
painter, a good friend.
You can have other hobbies.
Yeah.
I literally, like, we put all our eggs in one basket because we make lashing our entire lives. And we can say that because we've done that.
Yeah.
Also,
It was my whole identity.
it was
All my goals were like
lash
related, yeah.
right, or lash industry
Now,
related.
all my goals are like so like personality, like hobbies, life, like travel, creative. Like the business goals are like this big. Yeah, compared to how it was.
And not even knocking either, like people who maybe you own a salon, maybe you've scaled in a way that it does take up more of your time than it does for us. But
Yeah.
it is also okay for it to just be your job.
Yeah.
As at the end of the day, you meet someone who works in marketing or works in any other industry, and their whole life is not based off of their job description.
No.
I don't know if it was like branding. I don't know when our industry just went off the rails.
Lost the plot.
Yeah, because it's been gradual. And I also want to say that there's like incredible people in our industry. There's incredible women. There's incredible influencers who are actually speaking about real stuff. But the loudest influencers in our industry, to me personally, I feel like they're influencers for being influencers, like for posting all the time, and 50% of their
Yeah.
posts are pushing another brand. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's our business. It's our brand.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I lost the plot for a minute and wondered why, like, after, you know, a year of that, I'm like, I don't really get a lot of clients from Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really get, and I'm like, well, the messaging, girl, like, you're speaking to other lash artists. I wasn't
Yeah.
pushing education at the point. So if your business is education or your business is lash artist, by all means, push your products, like push your brand, whatever you're pushing. But if you're a lash artist who sits behind a lash bed a good amount of your week and your clientele comes from your communities and your real life, your social media shouldn't be posting another brand.
I'm excited for when people start to, and I think they are, but I'm excited for it to become more mainstream, to have the belief that you are not a better person if you take more clients a day, or if you have more followers, or if you have more likes on your
Right.
post,
Or if you
or if
work
you
with
work with a
brands.
brand,
Yeah.
or don't work with a brand.
Yeah.
Because like you're not a better person.
Right.
Like you can like come on Instagram and like say like I did 10 clients today. Oh, I'm like booked and busy. Oh, I have this amount of like students in my class. Okay.
I
That means
love
you
that.
work more.
Right.
To me,
No, thank you.
this is like you're literally just saying you work more than me.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but like
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Like
Yeah.
have fun with that. Okay.
And also, I get like the money, like, I don't know, your financial like stability in the future, but like you can have a normal 9 to 5, if that's what you want to
Yes.
call it, behind a lash bed and have a retirement and
Yeah.
have a Roth IRA and have financial stability.
Yeah.
That you don't have to have like this mega brand and this
No.
like lash empire to create that for yourself.
No.
And I
You don't need to own a salon
You-
to make a good living.
you don't.
I've heard the biggest lash leaders in the industry say that the solo suites
Yeah.
or the solo lashers,
Yeah,
like lash
yeah.
art, the solo lash artists genuinely make more profit and they're putting more income into their bank account than a lash salon owner or whatever, like booth rent, like
Right.
that's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Less overhead, guys.
Less overhead, less expenses,
Yeah.
like less stress.
Yeah.
Let's value that.
Yeah. And I think that's what the industry is feeling, is that we're just regular people.
Yeah.
And it's just a job.
We love it.
We love it. And we love it.
And we have so much fun in our personal lives.
And we do.
We show up to work, we do our job, we go home to our family. Like we just love life outside of work. And I think that's the key. And so no, we don't need to go to another lash event or another conference to benefit our life because we're living just fine. And so yeah, I just want everyone to know that you don't have to have this, you don't have to do what we did and climb to the top and have this big burnout, lash out, and then deconstruct and reset and realize what's important in life. You actually can just like start now.
You can just choose to do you.
From the beginning. Like
From
if
the
you're a newbie
beginning.
lash artist, if you think you do need to work with a brand or rise to the top or become an educator or start your own lash brand,
Go ahead, girl.
go ahead.
Yeah.
But you're probably going to end up where we are
Right.
in a couple of years.
Unless you have boundaries.
I mean,
yeah. I feel like if you understand as a business owner that, like, on a different scale, like on a bigger scale, that you can delegate and like you don't have to be the one behind every single moving piece of your business, burnout probably won't be an issue for you. I feel like the biggest issue that we have is like nobody does it better than me. Nobody cares as much as me. Nobody's going to put in the effort as much as me. And it's a trap. And it's a trap because if that is your mindset going into it, then you will end up where we were and be like, what is this life? Like, I miss my kids and I live in the same house as them. You know, like, I don't know. There's a simpler way. Yeah. Where you don't have to sacrifice time with your loved ones and just your life.
So in true fashion on our podcast, always going deep, you know, but I feel like that is the underlying sentiment of this lash event
Mhm.
controversy and why it went so viral is because they were just expecting most people were expecting so much more out of these lash events than they were actually getting. And so people are unsubscribing from these big lash events. And we did say in our 2026 ins and outs episode of what's going to be in and out for this year, what we said in our experiences over education, real life experiences that are going to get you that growth. You don't need, especially where we're at in our career, 7 years and about like
13 this year.
yeah, we know how to do good lashes. We're doing great lashes. Our clients are happy. Yeah, there's like little things that pop up like UV light curing that like, oh, we might want to learn about, but also like we have happy clients, we do good lashes. What else do you really need?
Yeah, my retention's solid, so
Yeah, we make good money.
yeah.
We don't need to make more money, like have enough.
Yeah, and that is the also the other thing is, like, you get to a point in life, like, when you have a house, you have a car,
Mhm.
like, you have all the things that you grew up thinking, like, "Well, I'll be okay when I have these
Yeah.
things," and then it's like when you have them is like, now you're just hustling just to hustle.
Yeah.
So it's like if we're not checking in with ourselves, okay.
Do you really need that nicer car,
Yeah,
that more
right.
expensive house, that bigger house?
Yes,
Do
because
you?
more money, more problems.
Yes. 1,000%. That's just the truth. So, yeah,
Unless
people are realizing things.
you have enough money to solve all your problems, then that's a different level of
Yeah.
you made it and touche, my girl. Like, I love
Mhm.
that for you. But I mean, I don't know. This life is just
Life is so short, and do you really want to spend your valuable time on this earth like worrying about all this superficial? I mean, even us taking the time to like look into like the drama on social media
right.
and the tea. Yeah, it's a little part of our life, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter.
It really doesn't. At the end of the day, I feel like what truly matters is like the life that you're building
Mhm.
and that it feels authentic
Mhm.
to you. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to look the type of way on the outside. Like if it feels right to you, then you don't need to change anything about
Yeah.
anything.
I think the best achievement that we've both got is just life feeling good.
Yeah.
And we're so proud of how we're actually genuinely living our day to day life.
Yeah.
Because your days make up your life. So if you're spending
Literally.
your days happy and present, fulfilled, not scrolling.
Like, I feel like the more of an adult that you become, and I hate to say that, but the more responsibilities that
Mhm.
you have, like if you have children, if you have a husband, if you have other businesses, chances are Instagram is very irrelevant
Mhm.
to everything going on in real life.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that that's 1,000% okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that is most of us. We're just not screaming it from the rooftops. Like,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah. So we're so excited that hopefully this is going to reset the lash industry a
mhm,
little bit, get all the fakeness out, bring it back the real,
mhm.
authentic, small, intimate setting, vacation settings. But yeah, let's keep, I would just like predict and want for the lash industry like real hands on trainings that actually like, I don't know, I think just real small intimate trainings. Not I don't know, it's hard to say like not the big I think that the big lash events are just going to attract the new lash artists
Yeah.
that want to get out there and meet people in the industry and network.
Yeah.
I think that's mainly what it's going to be is networking.
Yeah.
That's what I see it becoming and
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah.
attracting.
I think, yeah, for the most part, people just want connection and
Mhm.
for our industry to feel like, I don't even want to say normal because who even knows what that means, but just to feel connected again,
Yeah.
yes, like, I don't wanna see your most pretty picture anymore or, like,
Yeah.
a glamorized day in your life or this super curated just moment. I don't relate to that,
Mm-mm.
and And I think a lot of people feel that way.
Oh,
Like,
it literally makes me cringe when I see those now.
I just keep scrolling, to be
Yeah.
honest.
So, you know, guys, some of the lash pictures that you're seeing on Instagram that look so perfect are photoshopped. So that's why they look
Yeah,
unachievable. And that's why you keep on taking classes so your lashes look like this.
that, but they'll
They'll
never
never look like
right.
that.
I mean, unless you have the most perfect set of natural lashes, you're working with layers upon layers and you have
You
options
take
upon
4
options.
hours.
Yes. Yeah. Like, let's just be so real.
Yeah.
No, it is not like that in real life.
And that's not what clients want anyway.
Yeah.
It's just to post a pretty picture on Instagram and get all the likes and comments and heart eyes. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it's for. So,
And at the end of the day, they are pretty.
yeah.
And we can appreciate like something pretty. Anybody
No,
really
I
can.
love a gorgeous set of
Yeah.
lashes, like, worked on and, like, artistry, taking the time, but that to me is, like, different than editing
Yeah.
a picture because that's not real. Like,
Yeah. And like editing like the skin and
yeah,
getting okay,
yeah,
please do that. Like I would hope that my lash artist did that for me too. Like, make my skin look cool. Like I don't want to be out here looking like janky.
yeah,
But like when you're coloring lashes in and deepening like the density of them,
get real.
let's just be real.
Yeah. So, if y'all are ready for the real era lash industry,
Tap in.
come on, come
Right?
on.
Let's hear it. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear like
Yeah,
where you guys are. Like, where do we all feel like what's next?
yeah,
Like
what's
for the
next?
industry, what should be next? Because we are the industry, guys. We have a say. We get to choose. Like if we want it to feel different, then we need to be the voices in the room that make the changes necessary for it to be different.
That's what we are just so proud about, that this little video on this topic just
Even happened.
even happened and push people to share their voices and thoughts and opinions. Like, that's what we want. That has been our goal for this podcast, to kind of like lead with that
Yeah.
and encourage other people to lead with that. So we're so excited for what this means for everyone. And yeah, I'm just so happy that we could
Have this
experience it all
conversation.
together.
Yeah. And shout out to Jamie for being a
Yeah.
real one and starting like such a much needed conversation in our
Yeah.
industry.
It's funny because I don't think that he thought that
It was going
it
to
was
be
gonna blow up
received. Tell us how
this
you
one
really
video.
feel and what happened.
So funny. But yeah. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for listening or watching if you're on YouTube.
We might
It's so
have to
fun.
make this like a thing.
I have to just move by
Right.
each other.
I might have to go to Charleston.
Let us know in the comments. We really, really need to hear.
Nice to
Need to
hear.
hear your thought.
Yeah.
Everybody's thoughts and opinions. But yeah.
We can't wait to hear from you. And we've had the best time
Mhm.
having such a real conversation. Tune in, guys, because we are locked in, and more
Yeah.
than meets the eye is getting their shit together.
Yeah. A little bit. We're gonna try, but
We
we're
are.
excited. We love this kind of style of reporting live
Yeah.
on what's trending, what's
Yeah.
happening right now. So let us know if you guys like it too. And thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.